All right. Hi, everyone. I hope you're doing well. I am Violette, Ayala, the founder of FemCity, and I am joined today with by Lynn Pelzer. She is our FemCity COO, and we are bringing you today networking tips. We're trying to do this every Monday to help you grow your referral lists, grow your influence, your circle, and also friendships. And I love networking. Lynn loves networking, so we want to help you to become better networkers as well, and of course make it so that it impacts your brand and business in big ways and adds money to your pocket. So Lynn is going to share her networking tip today or story today. What are you going to share with us today, Lynn?
Oh, it's going to be an oldie because when I tell you about it, and my kids are now like almost 16 and 19, so you're going to be like, oh, that's an oldie. And you know what? I got to say about networking, it's not like the prettiest, most beautiful way to describe it. It's such an old-fashioned way of talking about it, but everybody knows, so that's why we're calling it our networking stories. But for us, it's really about connecting. And you know what? I got to say that's something that I was so attracted to with FemCity when I first found it. And then when I got on a phone call with you, I was like, she wants to connect with people and she wants people to connect. And that's how they grow their business. And I feel like it was a new concept completely. I think some people are catching on to a little more like heartfelt stuff around it, but it's really the basis of growing everything is who's in your circle and who's in your network. So, my networking story and tip is around kids' activities. So I have met a number of people. So it's kind of like a compilation story of a bunch of different situations, but one in particular. I would meet people through my kids' activities, and I would just be open to conversation because I'm like that. I like talking to people. If I'm in the grocery store and, something kind of funny happens, I'll laugh and have a little conversation. I just I like talking a lot. As you know, I like to talk a lot. And so I met people over the years through just like being open at, swimming lessons or whatever we were doing with the kids. And some people it moved to, we're friends on Facebook. So we're back to social media and good old Facebook. So, we're talking like 10 years ago or more. And so we kind of developed this slow relationship through Facebook of like, oh, I kind of see what you're doing. When I see what they're doing, oh, you posted something about your kids. I know who your kids are. And this relationship grew slowly between me and this one woman. And I felt like I knew her enough, and she had a business going. I'd been doing what I was doing. And she was the first person who invited me to be on a podcast. So that was my first opportunity. And that's how it came to be that I was like, okay, I'll do that. And I think, people could search it for like years. You could still find it. And what an amazing way, just through being open to having conversations when you're sitting at your kids' events. And it might not be, maybe people don't have kids. It could be you're somewhere with your pets doing something. Maybe you're going to meet them that way. Or it could be just another social event. So perhaps it's a social event for, I don't know, something that you belong to. Yeah. You go to a social event, you're just open to it. And the big thing is you have to move these connections to a way that you can keep connecting with each other when the event is over. Yeah. So social media is such a great way to be like, hey, are you on Facebook? Are you on Instagram? Whatever way you want to connect. And you just see where it goes without the pressure, and you just never know. And it was such a great opportunity for me.
So I'm giggling because one of my mentors, I met her through a kid's birthday party. And do you remember when Oprah Winfrey she had just started OWN, the channel OWN? Mm-hmm. That's how long ago this was. So I was at a birthday party. Margot must have been in kindergarten. And I was talking to one of the other moms, and it was packed with moms. I didn't know anybody there. We were new in the school. I guess everyone was new because we're all kindergartners. And I said, I love Oprah's new channel. I wish she was on more, because I really feel like the OWN channel should have her on there more. And this mom says to me, I was talking to Oprah about that the other day.
Oh, Oprah?
I was like, wait, what? She's like, yeah, so Oprah and I were talking about this the other day, like that she needs to be on there. And I was like, I mean, I was shocked. So come to find, she had been on the Oprah show a bunch of times. She had a product that Oprah used and was very passionate about. And so she was always on with the product and they became friends. But going to like, you never think about networking in a birthday party or walking around the block in your neighborhood, but she became my first mentor. And like you said, moving it over into a place where you can then stay connected. So she shared her contact with me, and every party after that, we would just gravitate towards each other because I just loved her, and I still love her. She was involved with one of our FemCity chapters many, many years ago as well. And she's been a speaker of ours and all this stuff, but you never know when you're going to meet someone. You never know who they're connected to. And if you just talk when it feels like it's in alignment, you never know. And we stay connected we are still connected. Now she's a producer, and she just did a movie that's now really, really is doing quite well. And I went to the screening. She actually uses now my CPA. I introduced her to her CPA, who's our CPA. I introduced them. So I went with our CPA and we had a ball. But just be open to, obviously we want you to network at FemCity, but thinking about networking in all areas. You never know who you're going to talk to. You never know who you're going to be seating next to. You never know who they know and how it will change your life. She has changed my life. She is someone who I reached out to and I asked for advice, and didn't matter if she was in carpool, didn't matter if she was picking up kids. She always answered and helped me out. So anyway, so maybe, yeah.
It's just another way. And there's never a downside to networking that I've found.
Yeah.
Maybe it doesn't really go anywhere. Okay. So there, you didn't put any time into it, but I don't know, the friendships you can make. And we see that through FemCity. So what we do at FemCity, though, we make it easy because once you show up, we make all these intentional ways for people to connect. But it's cool that we're sharing these stories of when you're not in such an intentional environment, you can still do it too. So it's awesome. Exactly. Can't wait for the next tip. I know we have so many stories, you and I. It's been collectively a couple of decades of meeting people and knowing people.
So next week is my turn to share, and I'm going to share how to network as an introvert. That's going to be that's what I'm sharing next Monday. I'm going to give you tips on how to share, whether you're an introvert or introvert extrovert.
Yeah.
How do you, because I think that there's a lot of stress and anxiety when it comes to networking. If you are not an absolute extrovert where you love the energy of people, I know that's not everyone. So I'm going to share a couple of tips on that. So anyway, we hope you guys have a great week.
Stay tuned next week.
Exactly. We hope you have a great week. Make it a point to at least get to know one new person this week.
Yeah.
Build relationships, not just add them to your email list, but build relationships. Get to know them, see how you can help them, see how they can help you, because then that's one more person that knows about you and will share your greatness and your awesomeness with other people too. So anyway.
Very true. Thanks, Violet.
All right. See you next week, ladies. Bye.
Bye.